growing up in America and in the American society, that definitely makes you feel like you can accomplish anything, because we've done it all along. We're Americans, that's what we do.
So that's what we've done, is we've kind of made this happen, but we didn't do it by ourselves, we did it together. So I think that's what America's really about, is working hard, pulling together to make things happen, and there's a reward in that. There's a bigger reward in having to work hard to get there than there is in it being given to you.
I got my Microsoft certifications, and then I went in and I was doing system maintenance, basically going around and installing software on computers. And it was kind of one of those things where you're just sitting at the desk. I had gained a lot of weight, and so I kind of thought to myself, is this what I want to do the rest of my life?
Actually, he sent me an email, which we continued our discussion about the email at lunch, but Mom, let's open up a microbrewery.
Well, I started home brewing probably back in 03 or 04, or around the middle of that time. And I just fell in love with it. I'm one of those people where if I find something that I like, I want to find out everything about it. I kind of get an obsession with it, and that's the way it was with home brewing. And so I sent her an email. I said, hey, I think we can start a brewery. And she wasn't interested in beer at all. She was a wine drinker, getting ready to retire, go traveling, things like that. And so she wrote back and she goes, well, what do we need? I think we chit-chatted about it. You know, we'd go to lunch 2 or 3 times a week, and I just kept bugging her and bugging her. So eventually we sat down at one of the local restaurants here in town and started to put together a business plan.
One thing we needed funds, because we didn't have a lot of money outside of just the salaries we were making. So that's where his dad came in.
And so I think once we found out that Mom and Dad had some equity in their house, and it would be simpler to grab out that equity and start from that, that's what we went for. And so once Mom and I kind of said, there's money there that we need to get, then that's where she kind of took the initiative and spoke to Dad.
And like I said, we had limited funds, so we couldn't hire lawyers and architects and engineers and all that. So I found actually a brewery plan on the internet. I pulled that out, deleted all the contents, and started filling it in with our own stuff.
You know, I'd go to work early so I could get off early. So I'd go to work at 7, get off around 3:30 or 4, and then come in here and work till about midnight, and then just do that over and over and over. But I had, you know, the adrenaline's flowing. You're super stoked. You're like, we got to get this going. And so you're just doing everything you can to make sure it happens. You know, was it fun? At times, no, I was worn out, and I was tired of being, you know, here and there and everywhere. But it was just the pursuit of that dream that just keeps you going. It's that drive that makes you say, I got to do it no matter what. We wanted a name that represented the city. I've been all over the place. You know, a lot of great cities with a lot of great skylines. And every time I travel back here and I go over one of the bridges, I go, there's nothing like that. Nothing like that. I mean, that's beautiful. You know, that's kind of what the name comes from. You know, it's bold. We're a bold city, and we need to have a lot more confidence in ourselves as a city, and not be afraid to go out there and tell people how great we are.
Well, Jacksonville's our home. I mean, I was born and raised here. And so it's just, you know, all the folks that do our glassware, people that do our t-shirts, are all still the same people that were in the beginning, because they all helped us out. They were there for us. And it just was a wonderful experience that I don't think that we could ever, I don't know if we could recreate that or not, but we were just very blessed. I think if you were going to start a business and you were where we were 6 years ago, I'd probably tell you, first of all, follow your passion. Do it with somebody you trust, and just use your common sense.
I mean, that's the thing. Anything worth it right is worth the work you have to put into it. Nothing's easy. So you got people out there that think opening a business is easy. It's not easy. Every day is a difficult day. But when you love it so much and you have fun at it, it changes things. And that's I think why, you know, I remember in school they always said, you know, if you find something that you love to do, you'll never work a day in your life. And truly, that's the truth. I mean, you're working. I work harder than I've ever worked in my life, but it doesn't feel like it, because I enjoy it and I love it.